In December 2010, I earned my first ever Platinum trophy. Now, almost 10 years later, I am only 10 away from reaching Platinum number 100. Now, over the years, I've played and Platinumed many games. Some good, some bad. But out of all of the games in the universe, I knew for a very long time there was only one that deserved the honour of being my 100th Platinum. And that game is Uncharted 4. However, before that fateful day, there is still work to be done. So join me as I earn the final trophy in all of the final games on my road to Platinum number 100. Welcome back, everybody, to the road to Platinum number 100, and today is an exciting day because whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, Platinum 95. Take your no, I'm not gonna do the whole song. Sorry, that might have sounded awful in your ears, but the power of Bon Jovi has just possessed me because we are halfway there, everybody. It's Platinum 95, and today we are doing
Resident Evil.
So this is a slight surprise for me because I actually originally didn't intend to platinum this game. Now, I had it on my list of games that I wanted to play this year because I've got like a list of this. I'm calling this year the year of the backlog, everybody. I've already beaten like 3 games this year. Like, what is happening? It is February. So I was going to play it because I want to play Resident Evil 3. I'm very excited for that. Never played the first Resident Evil, and people suggested that I should play it in order to get some like backstory on the characters and stuff. And I did look at the trophy list beforehand to just see. I was like, I'll just have a look. I doubt I'll get it. And I was like, this shit looks hard. Like, it's asking you to play the game a billion times, and some of the trophies sounded really tough. So I'd kind of sort of said to myself, no, I'm just going to play it the 2 times because I want to play as both characters, and then I'll move on. But then the addiction got to me, and I was like, maybe I can do it. I'll give it a try. And here we are today, everybody. It's happening, hopefully. I'm not sure what would happen if I didn't get the platinum. Like, do I just release a failed episode? But I think the last trophy that I've picked should be a doable enough trophy. It was quite difficult, actually, when I went through the list to see what I had left to try and decide what would be the final trophy. A lot of them were playthrough related, and that would have been quite long. So I did actually have one just sort of left behind that I just didn't do, which is called Break Out the Marshmallows. So I've got to burn 2 zombies in 1 lighter or something with 1 bit of fuel. So I thought that would serve the purpose for a final episode. So let's quickly, before we do this, consult my journey on how I got here, because the journey was long. I had to play this game about 5 times, I think it was. Wait, I've got it written down in my trophy logbook. Oh. So here we are. This was the plan. So I'd done 2 playthroughs. One as Chris on easy. I think it was easy, but I didn't mean to do it on easy. But when I started the game, it asked me like a really bizarre question, like, when you play video games, do you like to walk in the park or climb a mountain or something? I was like, what are you talking about? I'll just pick the middle option, which apparently was easy. So I did that on easy. Then I did Jill next on normal. And then after that, I was like, okay, let's try my hand at some of the other things. And the whole thing became, how do I play the game and get as many trophies as possible with the least amount of playthroughs as possible? Because there's a lot of trophies tied to doing certain things in certain playthroughs and stuff. So this was the strategy that I came up with. Playthrough number 1 that I needed to do after that, so this is actually technically number 3. So I was going to play as Jill and do her on real survivor mode, and that way I could clean up a couple of these trophies. So there's like saving Barry and stuff. So that was the plan for that. Real survivor mode, very good. I enjoyed that. Then I had these 2 playthroughs here, which I actually did this one next. I did my Chris knife only with no saving. So that got me the knife only playthroughs trophy and the no ink is for squids trophy. And then the next playthrough I did, which I would say this was my hardest playthrough, I played as Chris on normal with invisible enemy mode to try and get the speed run trophy in order to get Starsenal. So this would have been easier if I'd done it on easy, but I had to do it on normal because the Starsenal trophy means that you have to do the game in under 3 hours on normal. So I did make that unnecessarily harder for myself, but I managed to do it in the end with 3 minutes to spare. I was like, oh my god, when I saw that pop up, I was like, whoo, like, I was on the clock. That was an intense playthrough, I'll tell you that much for sure. I felt like I needed to lie down after that. So now I've got here playthrough 4. We're going to be Jill, and we're going to play through the whole of the beginning of the game up until a point where I feel like I can get this burning 2 zombies with 1 lighter or whatever. So hopefully this is the last time I have to play this. I mean, I have enjoyed it a lot, but at the same time, I'm ready to move on. I can't anymore to go through the motions of I could do it in my sleep almost. It's so much. But okay, let's stop jibber jabbering. Let's grab our guns and let's go kill some zombies to get platinum splatinum. I do really like that trophy name, by the way. That's a good one. So let's go.
Resident Evil.
I like the way it says, oh yeah, I forgot we can play costumes. Okay, I'm gonna play as Jill just because I think I like it. Look at Chris. Look at him there. Oh, what a man. This Chris is Hout. I like Hot Chris. But that's his, like, sexy, like, hey. But no, and this is, like, his cool, like, 90s, like, oh, what an embarrassing photo from the 90s. And then this is him, oh my god, this is the decade later challenge. This is, like, no, for him it would be, like, 1990. And then he glowed up. Oh, no. And he glowed up here to 2010 or whatever. That's quite a big glow up. But you know what I'm saying. That's like... Anyways, I'm going to stop looking at Chris. Jill, what are we going to wear as Jill? This Jill is cool. I like this Jill. I'm imagining that the hot versions are the Resident Evil 3 ones. Why is she wearing that little hat? She looks like such a character. Hey, welcome to this playthrough where I'm just going to sit here and look through the costumes of characters and spend most of the time deciding what I want to wear. I'm going to go for... Should I go for sexy Jill or 90s Jill? Let's go for 90s Jill. Jill Valentine. We will get this platinum after I finish playing dress up. Right, I've got with me as well a little a road map so I can do this quickly. Oh, Barry, what a dude. Right, let's pick up the... Oh, I forgot about this. Wait, hold up. I have an infinite rocket launcher and this gun. I haven't actually been able to use these before because I did playthroughs after I unlocked them that didn't let me have them. This is gonna be fun. Let's go. Oh, God, I could walk around this mansion in my goddamn sleep. Let's go find Kenneth. Kenneth has sadly departed this world. My least favourite part of this whole game is going to come up soon in Jill's playthrough, which is when we literally just... Oh, God, it's so nice to be able to see the zombies again. Last weekend... See, I did a playthrough every weekend, so last weekend was the Invisible playthrough, and I thought that was slightly BS. I did actually try the Invisible run. Barry! I love the way she says Barry. Look out, it's a zombie, Barry! I tried to do the Invisible playthrough run as Jill originally, but... she just takes too much damage. I don't know why it does that all the time. So I had to abandon that playthrough and I tanked it as Chris. I went as Buff Chris as well. Did I go as Buff Chris or did I do Buff Chris as my other? I'm just calling him Buff Chris now. This is my least favourite part of the game because you have to just run around in a bleeding circle. I love walking around this locker room. Look at me. I look so badass today. I'm not me. This me. This real me just looks like she rolled out of bed. Lockpick.
Thanks. I may need it.
Thanks, I need it. So what I do like to do, this is my standard now playthrough run that I'll do, is I always get the map because I like being able to look at the map. I never go in here anymore because it's just asking for trouble. Oh, I can't wait to splush a zombie. Oh, the other thing I have to say is because of the way that I planned out my playthroughs, I have only just unlocked the one dangerous zombie mode. So, no Jill. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen because I've never experienced the game with this dangerous zombie running around. So that also will spice things up, I suppose. So I just thought of how I can make a slightly mundane trophy a little bit more interesting. Will you take it? Yes. Oh, I love looking at this map. What a great map this is. I'm talking both in terms of design and the actual look of the map because I hated the map in Resident Evil 2. I couldn't work out for the life of me where anything was going or being. Right. Oh, hang on. No. So what we need to do is we need to get the sword key, which means we have to go and get the arrow head. So I'm thinking that so this is the plan, okay? The plan is we get the key. Oh, hang on. See, I was going to get the shotgun, but now because I have all this stuff, I may not have to get the shotgun anymore. Perhaps. Oh, I might have to. I could maybe skip getting the shotgun, but I do like just hearing her say Barry. Combine. What I do really like about the two see, this is the thing. I am newly been introduced to the Resident Evil games, and I really like them, but they do take it out of me. Like it does really drain my brain because I just get too obsessed with the. See, this would be a great place to burn 2 zombies, perhaps. I just can't stop. I can't stop thinking. about the game when I'm not playing. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Really? Ah, that's it, that's it, that's it. Yeah. So I find it really difficult to switch off. So at the end of a playthrough, or when I'm playing it, I need to lie down or something. It's almost too much. I don't need to read this. Examine. Oh, I'll tell you what my least favourite thing about this game is, though. It's when it tells you that the thing is not necessary. We'll see when it comes up. And I know it's necessary. It's like, do you know how to play this game? Come on. Ah. So that's quite difficult to do, but sometimes you just got to take the chew. You unlocked it. Hallelujah. Take the chew. So grab this thing. I wonder when this zombie person arrives. He may not even arrive by the time that I get the trophy. So this is always foxed me. When I come out of this room, it did take me a very long time to realise which side of the building is which. I can't remember other zombies out here. I'm so confused because the amount of zombies sometimes changes between places. Oh, okay, there are. Not touchy. Tomb is engraved with a picture of an angel. Da, da, da. Use. Will you use the arrowhead? Yes, I will. What I do find interesting about this game is like it's a zombie game, but it's not really about the zombies at all. The zombies are just window dressing. It's the rest of the game. So I think that's why I always never played the games. It's because I just thought it was a zombie game. And I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about playing a zombie game. I'm too much of a wimp. But it's actually it's more of a puzzle game than anything. And you don't even have to kill the zombies if you don't want to. I think that's the more exciting part. Well, yes, I will remove it. Yep, the mansion key. Okay, I'm gonna blow up this. Oops, if I can get out the door. I'm gonna blow up this zombie. I want to try this infinite rocket launcher, seeing as I earned it. Oh, it'd be good. Oh, this is brilliant. Ah, oh, after all the heartache and strife, I'm very happy that I can now just run through and destroy everything. So where are we going now? We need to... Well, I was going to go and get the shotgun, but that's unnecessary now, so we could go upstairs. I want to do it anyway. I want to get it for posterity's sake, because this is what I normally do as Jill. Is the next thing I do is, now that I've got the sword... Actually, do I do this as Chris as well? Maybe, I can't even remember. Oh yeah, no, actually I think this is the way you can go anyway, because you need to get the fertilizer. Do you know what I love? I don't know if I've said this before, about playing brand new games. It's like, a month ago, I had no idea. Like, none of this information was in my head. I didn't really know who Chris or Jill was. I didn't know about any of this. And now I'm, like, speaking it as if I've been, like, taught... Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all in my mind, all this, like, brand new knowledge. That's like when I played Mass Effect for the first time. I was like, all these planets that I know now, and all these alien species. So then you can get the fertilizer, but we don't want the fertilizer today. See, this could be a good corridor. But I don't know when the zombies come in this corridor. See, now I'm just thinking about the old the screenshot. We're not going to get a great one, everybody, but it was either, like, this or, you know, the good work, Jill, at the end, which is, you know, fair enough. Oh, what's happened here? Nothing's happened here. I just got my headphone lead stuck in my controller. Pick this up. Do you know what? I'm going to do it with the shotgun anyway, because I want to do it legit. As legit can be. Will you take the ink ribbons? Yes, I will. Oh, God. Oh, the door won't open. I hate when I double click it too much. Whoa, hang on.
Oh, God. What did I do now?
Why is Barry always walking around?
Barry! Help!
Barry's never where he says he will
You
be.
in there?
Barry?
Barry?
Out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back.
That'd be a horrible way to die, being squished. When do
Grab
you
my
die?
hand.
When is the point of death when you get squished? That's a horrible thought to think about. I guess when your head gets caved in. Never thought about squishing deaths. I might go up there with my top worst deaths, along with being drowned by lava.
Barry.
Spikes would be horrible too.
That was
Impalation.
a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Jill sandwich.
Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the
Exactly.
dining room to
Barry's
find
a
other
liar.
clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you
Okay,
here?
we're skipping this. Okay, let's go. Daddy-o, straight from the fridge, rad. This might be the quickest platinum in the history of Road to 100. Oh, I'm cautioned. I don't need to examine it, I want to equip it. This door, I will say, whoever thought this was a good idea to make this door break, it's just an unnecessary extra burden. Just, oh, I know, let's just make it so that the door breaks. Oh, I haven't got the lighter yet, so it isn't actually over. It's not over. I love this music as well. But that means we could just go in here. Oops, put these. Is that... Oh, wait, that's just my normal handgun. I have the infinite handgun here. I want to try these out at some point. Let's keep that. I suppose we do need to keep all of this because I do want to save quickly. Because my favourite thing is this sound effect coming up right now. Let's save over... Let's save over this bottom Jill. Okay, ready? I love that sound. Every time I save, I always go like I was like banging on a typewriter. Also, I do enjoy this colour coding of the saves as well. I enjoy that a lot. Right, so now let's put these back. There's still plenty of gas. Yeah, let's refill my oil. I've gone slightly the wrong way for this, which is stupido, but hey ho. I should have really... Oh, there you go, wonderful. Ducking and weaving like a pro. Yep, bye-bye. Oh, hang on. I haven't got enough space. But I don't really need the dog whistle. But I'll just eat my herbs. Oh no, I've got space, I've got space. I've got space for days. Take the dog whistle. Yes, I will. And let's take the lighter. An open journal. That's not what I want. I want this lighter here. There we go. Light 'em up, 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 light 'em up. Alright, this should hopefully be it then. If we can just... Oh, there are 2 zombies here. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Alright. Alright, and then... Is this going to be the moment? Is this my perfect moment to burn the zombies? Oh no, he got up, he got up! Oh no! Ah. I'm gonna have to get this other gentleman. Excuse me, sir. Oh, hello. Ew. Would you mind coming up here so I can burn you with your friends? What happens if I run out of Kesserin? Oh, and I've just realised as well that I haven't learnt how to say that word again. It's... People... When I said it in, Would you mind vomiting to yourself, thank you? When I was saying it in my, Days Gone video, people did correct me how to say it, but I cannot remember. Right. Is it necessary? Use. I think the other zombie might be dead. Let's see. Yeah! Oh, God, I burnt myself. I burnt myself. No, get out of the fire. Get out of the fire, Jill. Platinum, splatinum, do what you like. Well, there we go. It's done, everybody. It's not the most That was thrilling of platinums. Let's see if we can find that guy. I want to find Mr. Forrest. But we did it! Woo! I hope I don't... I wanted to look like a right badass when I got that trophy, but it just looks like I stood in my own fire. So I look like a total tool. Oh. Get away! Oh, I know, actually. I've just realised I would need to get the helmet key. No, not the helmet key. The armour key in order to get that other zombie. Oh, well. Oh, no, wait. I'm going to have to talk to Barry. Barry. Yeah, because he's in this room over here. It's locked. Ah. Oh, well. I did the thing. So let's sync it up. Here we go. Look, I've got the appropriate theme on. I actually, fun fact, helped make this theme. I designed the icons and the background and stuff. There we go! Number 100. What's my screenshot? Oh, it's just me leaning down to burn them. Platinum, splatinum, do what you like. For some reason, that makes me want to sing Ant and Dec's Let's Get Ready to Rumble. A classic, I'll have you know. Ah, there we go, Platinum 95. This was quite the journey, I will say. I mean, there probably could have been a better finale to this, but this was probably the easiest one to film in this whole way, other than doing a whole entire playthrough. So, yay! Oh wow, I'm nearly at well, I say nearly at level 29. So there we go. Let's put it down in the old book. So first things first, to keep things on the up and up, I just want to make sure I write cleared on my playthrough list. I hate to have the old trophy logbook not complete, so I imagine this a bit like Sonic. Do you know what? I do quite like that about old-fashioned games. You have that sense of cleared, like some sort of like the old stats screen that you get at the end to make you feel like you've really done it. So gel, light up 2 zombies playthrough, and plat cleared. Cha-cha-ching. This is the hardest bit about this whole video, is the drawing and the writing at the same time. It is a challenge. I think it's just called Resident Evil, this game, right? It's not called... I know that some people call it the remake, but I think it's just called Resident Evil most places. And there we go. Schling number 95. Look how far we've come. Yay! I can't actually believe that. I'm pleased with that one, because that was an unknowner. Before we round out the video, I thought that, you know, I do like to do my usual review of the list, but I thought that maybe I could do a review / tips for if you think you want to get it, because the list itself and the game itself sounds quite intimidating. Like, let's just get up the list real quick. Like, overall, I will say that this was a very good list, apart from the amount of playthroughs required. But I understand that with this type of game, that's what the game's kind of about. It's about doing like better runs and trying to improve your time and everything. So I think, see, this is what gets me about certain platinums, and I think this is why I like the Dark Souls platinums as well, and why I get so intensely like obsessed with the Resident Evil games, is because it is one of those ones where I do need to plan, and I have discovered that I do like to be a bit organised and planned. And oh, I'll have to get out my my book, because when I first I have a million notepads, but when I first started playing the game, I was so confused because there's no objectives. It doesn't even tell you what to do. So I got a real life book and started writing like real life notes down on what was happening. Because I was like, so this door here, and I was like writing which door and where it was and what key it needed and stuff, and started writing down notes on anything I found, which really came in helpful, because then later on in the game, when there was like a bit where there's a pool table, and it had like there were some colours and there were some numbers, so I was like, I'm just going to write this down and see what happens. And then later on, that was a code for something. Now, if I hadn't written it down, I would have probably forgotten and been really frustrated and had to go all the way back and work out what was going on. But because I'd had it written down, I was like, oh, maybe this is the code for that. And it just felt, I felt like being like an actual investigator. I was like an actual police officer. I just realised I was playing as a police officer, but playing as a police officer. Are the Stars people police officers? I think they are. The amount of playthroughs, as I said, little much, but they were varied enough to make it easy. I will say that, what have I got written here? So, look, I wrote actual real life notes as well, because after each playthrough I had to like put my thoughts down on a page. This sounds really ridiculous. I know I do sound like, you know, this isn't exactly like, you know, trying to save world hunger or whatever, but it was just like, I have so many feelings. Yeah, so out of all of them, my favourite playthrough was probably... It's either my second playthrough as Jill, because then I knew what was going on. I will go on record to say, I absolutely hate the first playthrough of any Resident Evil game, because I just get so angry, I don't know what's going on. My favourite thing is just replaying it once you know what's going on, and being like, maybe I can go this way, and working out plans in my mind, and like trying to like think of the best ways to do things, and then just feeling like you know what's going on. So I think I like the Jill playthrough because it was still slightly the unknown. I had that feeling of playing it for the first time because it was a slightly different story, but knowing exactly what I had to do, compared to Chris's playthrough, I was just totally stressed out. But the real survivor playthrough, that was a lot of fun actually. And there was one point where I thought I wasn't gonna make it. There was a bit where I'd used too much health, and I needed to fight Yawn, the snake, the second time, and I just had no health items, and I just couldn't do it. And I was like, it's over, I'm not getting this platinum, like, what am I going to do? Like, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, because I had sort of been like, alright, I'm going to do this for the video, and it'll be fine, and it got to a point where I was like, oh no, I've put all this time in this game, and I'm not going to be able to get the platinum, and now I'm going to have to think of a different game to play. It's going to mean that this video is going to be late, because I'll have to think of something else. What am I going to do? But then I remembered, I don't have to fight the snake yet. There was something else I could have done, so I went and did this other thing, picked up some herbs, and I was like, yes, I can do it, because that was the thing as well. I was walking around like this before fighting Yawn, which this means that I was in danger. I just realised me just clutching my ribs might mean nothing to you. But yeah, I was walking around in danger health, and I was like, so I had to take a risk. I was like, I'm going to have to just go to this area, and thankfully there were some herbs there, and I was able to like do the fight and everything. And then that's when I was like, I can do this! So that was really good actually. I felt really accomplished by the end of that one. I was just like, wow! Because like I said, the game is more about strategy than actual, like, it's hard, but you need to like learn to like duck and weave. I'd say the hardest playthrough, as I said earlier, I think I might have said at the beginning of the video, was the invisible playthrough. So I started it as Jill, and I just couldn't do it. Like, even though I knew where the zombies were, it's quite difficult to even like just try and dodge them in terms of them not grabbing you. So even with the not being able to see them, like you can see like little bits of them, and I was like, this is just a BS mode. But once I got past that initial bit in the mansion where the zombies are around, the hunters are pretty easy to dodge because they have quite a big like attack jump. So you just, I would say for the right, I'm just babbling, but I'm actually going to give some tips now. Tip number one, if you want to get this playthrough, okay, Tip number one, if you want to get this platinum, is sort out. I do it blind, definitely, and then you can use a guide afterwards. Because I'm not going to lie, I did use a guide after I'd beaten the game to try and like work out how I was going to do this. So my first tip is work out how many playthroughs like you can combine certain trophies together. So like for me, for my real survivor one, I was going to combine the not saving people, the get every that was my first way. What did I combine with that? Oh, making sure that Barry helps me and stuff like that, because there was certain things that I missed out on other ones, and then that way you can kind of try and reduce the amount of playthroughs, but don't make it ridiculously hard for yourself, because that's the other thing as well. Like, what I could have tried to be like, oh, I'm going to try and do the invisible enemy run with the knife run with the speed run, but then that's making it a little too hard, and then it might not be worth it, because then you're spending even more time trying to, like, you know, beat the game under harder pressures when you could just do it a lot quicker. Is this making any sense? I don't know. Now I'm just talking because I just have a lot of feelings. Tip number 2, okay, for I guess anything. I don't know what's going on anymore. For the real survivor mode, I've written here, know which enemies you have to kill and which enemies you can dodge, because actually most of the game you don't have to kill anything if you don't want to. So that's a good way of like saving ammo and stuff. There was another one that was quite difficult. Oh yeah, the knife run. Definitely do that on easy. You can 100% do that without saving. It just takes a bit of time. What did I say? That wasn't so bad, that knife run. I remember not really looking forward to doing that. I thought that was going to be a bit of a pain in the arse, but the most annoying part of that was trying to fight the plant with the knife. But this is the good thing actually about that run. So you do it with Chris, yeah, because he has like, he can tank and he's got his knife, which I think is better than Jill's. And even though you've only got 6 slots, which might be a hindrance, it's actually okay because you're not having any weapons. You don't need to pick up any weapons. You don't need to pick up any ammo. So you just have your knife, and then you can just really stock up. And because it's on very easy, you've got so much herbs that whenever you go to like a big fight, just take your knife and just take as much health as you've picked up throughout the way, and you'll be fine. And then have I got anything written here for invisible mode? I think I would just say again, it was harder at the beginning because there was more zombies. But then the more items you get and the more weapons you get, it just becomes easiest. Oh, I've written here, I almost gave up. So I almost gave up twice in this on this platinum. So there you go. It is a doable one. It is a lot of fun, and I will be platinuming another Resident Evil game in the future. I'm gonna have to take a break before I play Resident Evil 3 though, because I literally this game ages me, because it just really, after I beat that invisible playthrough mode, I was like, I did, especially with the three minutes to spare, it was just too much. Anyways, that is my thoughts on playing Resident Evil, the first game, for the first ever time, A, and then B, getting the platinum. So maybe I would say to anybody out there who is interested in earning trophies, maybe try this one. This is a good one. What's the rarity on this before I just shut up for good? 5.47 on PSN profiles, which means it'll probably be like a 1 something on... Actually, I can look that up. Can I? Oh, yeah, it's a 1.1 on PSN. So that is a nice one to have to your collection, and it is definitely 100% doable. So there we are. That is platinum number 95 in the books. As I said at the beginning, we are halfway there. There are only 4 more platinums to go until the big number 100. What'll be next? You will have to wait and see on the next stop on the road to platinum number 100. I'll see you there.